Hey guys, it's Caitlin and I'm back with another video today. I'm super excited about this video. Something that I've been wanting to share, and that is how to increase the value of your instrument. So not necessarily increase your own sound specifically or your tone, the way you play, but actually change your instrument and make it a more quality, better sound, more open sound, is what we like to say. So let's get started. First thing to notice is almost all student instruments, instruments that cost around $2 to $3 grand, are going to appreciate in value if you do two things, at least the two that I know of. The first is always play in tune, which you got that one already, right? And the other one is to do this exercise. Our instruments are able to appreciate in value, unlike maybe other instruments, because they're always changing. They're very active when you play. You can see this by actually just playing a C string. Place your hand, your left hand, on the very back of your instrument, and you can feel that big piece of wood moving and vibrating while you play. It's a very sympathetic vibration. You'll notice some older instruments or instruments with thinner wood. They have a lot of motion, a lot of vibration you can feel back there. So when we look at the back of this instrument, the more we play in tune and the more we say play in our instrument, the better it's going to sound, because the more we can get this wood to shift and to open, the better. And that's why older instruments that are like hundreds of years old, are incredibly valuable. That's not to say that if your instrument's old, it's going to be worth more, but the more that it's been played in, the more valuable it's going to be. So it's going to look like this. We're going to place our bow, and say I'd start with a G or D strings, and try and almost find your limit there. So go to where it sounds like a good healthy sound close to the bridge, and then we're going to push our sound. We're going to not overplay, but almost find a breaking point between that very healthy, beautiful sound and almost choking. Here, I almost had trouble finding that breaking point, so sometimes you gotta really work for it. We very rarely play our instruments to this degree. But if you put your other hand on the back of your instrument, you'll notice that vibration that you feel of your wood moving and shifting is going to be just as strong as where you're putting your work into your instrument. So try it, and then later with the other string. If you play the G string, now try the D. Great! So this can actually be a harsh playing. So if you feel any tension in your hand, just back off and stop, especially on the C string. If you're feeling uncomfortable at the tip, back off. You don't have to use your whole bow. Use half your bow just to achieve that great sound. Or find just the balance between, like, you're just pushing what sounds good, and just push a little farther, and just go a little farther, and that's what's going to really help open up the sound of your instrument and add so much value. So that is actually all I have, short but sweet. I would recommend doing this after you've warmed up, so you don't risk putting any stress on your hands or your instruments, as well as just doing it 5 minutes in the morning or 10 minutes in the morning. You'll see a big difference throughout the rest of your day in your instrument, as well as from week to week. So I hope you enjoy. Let me know if this works for you, or what your experience was opening up the sound of your own instrument. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.